Hey friends, what's up? New year, new me, am I right? So even though I consider myself to be the king of wash and goes, the past couple of weeks, months really, I've been experimenting a lot with not just blowing my hair out, which is something that I do pretty often, but actually styling my blown out hair as opposed to just throwing it up into a bun or a ponytail. So this is one of the styles that I've been doing. This is actually only my second time doing it, and I'm amazed at how it came out. The best part about this style is that it only took me 5 braids and 3 products to get my hair like this, which is great. And it is relatively easy to maintain. So in this video, you're going to see how I put the braids in, where I placed them, how I wear my hair at night, and then the products that I used. So if you're interested in seeing how I got my hair like this, just keep on watching. Before I started blow drying my hair, I sprayed it with this Ava NYC spray. I gotta say, this spray is excellent. I love it. My only qualm with it is that the bottle fucking sucks. Like, excuse my language, but it's really awful. I know y'all have seen me blow dry my hair before, but the reason why I wanted to share this clip with you of how I blew my hair out for this style is that I am back to using the comb attachment. In the video that I made specifically about how I blow dry my hair, I talked about how I got the fluffiest results, etc., when I used that brush. And I realized that actually the girlies were right. It's about the product that you use. So I've been using the Ava NYC 10-in-1, I think it's called the primer, for thick hair, and I use that because it has heat protectant, it detangles, it's a leave-in basically, but it allows all of this movement and shine that you see in my hair right now. So now you see this is my hair all blown out, and I'm just gonna put it into the 5 sections. I think it took me about maybe like 15 or so minutes for me to blow my hair out, which is why I absolutely love this style, because it actually is faster than a wash and go. Most important part, y'all, is this middle crown section. This is the 5th and most important section in my hair instead of my usual 4 that I do, because I'm not like y'all. I'm not one of these the back of my head is none of my business ass people. It is my business, and I don't want that line going down the middle of my head, so I just make that section in my crown. So now we're gonna get into braiding. I'm using the Melanin Twist-Elongating style cream, I believe. I actually think I used too much in this first section because you'll see my hair start to revert. But y'all, believe me when I tell you that I have wanted to try this cream since it came out. If you have been watching my hair videos for years, you would know that I absolutely loved the Texture ID style cream. But the thing is, I only really like to have one of everything at a time. Like if I'm gonna have multiple leave-ins, it's because one is for a wash and go, one is for straight, whatever. So I didn't make space my inventory for the cream, but I just added some mousse into my hair. I actually finished up my Texture ID mousse, and now it's just a regular ass braid. It's not no cornrows, it's not nothing fancy. If you don't know how to just make a plait coming off of your head, I'm sure that there are instruction videos, but essentially you're just trying to make 3 even legs. That's the most important part, and then bringing each side over to the middle. The back of my head is pretty easy to braid all the way down to the ends of my hair. Once I get to the ends, I just add a little bit more mousse to really make those ends stick together. And I actually ended up, I didn't include it in the video, but I ended up putting perm rods all around the back of my, all around my head. In the video, you'll only see me doing the front. And then as you see, I have layers in the front of my hair, and I just wanted to include for y'all how exactly I've been braiding the layers because, like I said, having those 3 even legs is the most important part. So I try to split my hair such that even if I have hairs poking out in some places, for the most part, each of those legs end at the same place so that the braid is able to come to an even stopping point. Hope that makes sense. And I'm just doing the same thing of adding the mousse. And if the hair does like absolutely run out in a section, I'll 2-strand twist and then finger coil just to make sure, again, I don't have any roots that are totally just out at the bottom of my hair. But if I do, I am adding those perm rods in just to make sure that there's a nice even curl. So here's my head, and y'all, the base of the braids is important, and as you see, that back one was huge. I'm just pinning the braids out of my face so that they can air dry. What I did afterwards when I rebraided my hair was that I did that middle braid going forward. Like I leaned my head forward, bent at the waist, and braided down so that the base wouldn't be so to the side. So I essentially let my hair air dry all day. I did end up having to put on a satin scarf and, like I said, those perm rods in the back because I think the friction of like rubbing against my shirt was making the ends come undone in the back. So I just decided to put perm rods all the way around. And then we'll see me taking out these braids. I saw I forget where I saw it. I don't remember if it was on Instagram or on YouTube. I want to give credit where it's due, but somebody the other day was talking about they love when twist outs fall off the bone, and I couldn't help but think about that when I was taking my hair out because it really just like came undone, and I'm just naturally separating, and I feel like this is what separates, like, I don't know what the metaphor is, but I feel like this is what separates people whose hair like always comes out great. Nobody's hair comes out perfect all the time, right? But the people that's hair come out great, it's because they know how to separate it. I remember I used to do braid outs and twist outs and stuff in high school and take my hair out and be like, what the hell is this? And it looked how it does now. I just wasn't separating it. Like I just thought that was the finished product. Child, I don't know. This was before y'all had the whole internet on your fingertips. I didn't have a smartphone. So I decided to move into the bathroom just so y'all could get better lighting. And you can see the back of my head, the top is kind of straight because the base of that middle braid was so high. But this is one of the 2 ways that I sleep with my hair with this braid out, braid and curl, whatever you want to call it. I either do a pineapple like you see here, or like I mentioned, I just rebraid in the same sections. And I'm just tossing a satin scarf on over my head. It didn't come off, but to be honest, I think I would prefer wearing a bonnet just because it was a little slippery and I didn't like how that felt. So here we are the next day, and y'all, something about that pineapple really made this hair do what it needed to, because y'all saw when I took it out, it was a little bit questionable, really and truly. But I slept with it in the pineapple, showered with it in the pineapple. But the reason why I was pulled to the back of my head is that while I was getting dressed, I you know how like when you have your hair in a pineapple, it kind of just gets stuck in that shape, and like the front of your hair is like the back and the front of your hair kind of stretched out. So I decided to just pull it back to kind of stretch it out, make sure those layers in the front were doing what they needed to do. Picking it out, and then, ooh, the shape is shaping. And y'all know we are a pro Black people using hairspray household. And so I just added some flexible hold. All of these things are like light hold, flexible hold. Because y'all could, ooh, see the movement, see the shine. Look at me go, y'all. So as you can see, friends, this is how I was able to get this hairstyle. As you saw last night, I wore my hair in a pineapple, but I think what I'll probably do is alternate between either pineappling or re-braiding my hair the same exact braids that I originally did, like the same positions. super important. I do apply a little bit of product, either the cream or the mousse, and most importantly, I don't brush my hair out before I re-braid it, so that way the texture is staying in place. And to be honest, like I said in the beginning, I've been experimenting more with my blown out hair, just because I've been saying this and then I like lie and get on my own nerves, but I really do want to grow my hair out this year. And then I have to pause myself on that, right? Because yes, I want to grow my hair out, but like, my hair is already long. Like, y'all saw when I made this channel 4 years ago, my head was damn near shaved. So, and with many, many haircuts. It's not like I've been growing my hair out for the whole 4 years, but sometimes I do get a little bit like impatient of wanting, you know, I would love like my wash and go hair to be like this shape, this length, whatever. But it's not. And I get frustrated, but then like I said, I have to remind myself, like, again, my hair is already long. It just takes different forms. So this is how it came out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It looks way better than I thought it would. Last night when I showed y'all like me taking the braids out so that I could sleep with the pineapple in, I thought it was gonna be a hot ass mess. And that's why I took the braids out to pineapple it, because like I said, I'll just re-braid it if it doesn't come out right, because I have somewhere to go tomorrow, not today. So I wanted my hair to look really good, but actually this might be the best of my hair's come out doing this style. So let me know if you try it on yourself. I feel like this goes without saying, but it's important, because as much YouTube as I watch, I think people sometimes will try things and say that it's a fail because they're expecting exact results. I don't even get the same results 2 days in a row, right? And this is my head of hair. If your hair is shorter, if it's thicker, if it's more dense, whatever, or excuse me, less dense, whatever, it's not gonna come out the same. And I will say too, I do think that having my hair shaped the way that it is also helps a lot, because it's not a triangle. Like, I do have some face framing layers, which make the braids a little bit harder to do, but you know, whatever, we move. So let me know if you want to try this. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any other hairstyles that you like to do on blown out hair. Twist outs don't really work for me, but maybe I'll try one. And I'll see you in my next video.